Bonilla gets $1.6 million from the New York Mets. A thing that, honest to God, when Steve Cohen bought the team, I was thinking, this won't be funny anymore because the Mets will no longer be the Mets. The Mets are more the Mets right now than they've ever been in the history of their tenure of the New York Mets. Queens is absolutely on fire. This team's a dumpster fire, and they have to pay Bobby Bonilla $1.6 million today. Oh, God, the gift that keeps on giving, the New York Mets.
In fairness, Cody Decker, Bobby Bonilla is doing about as much for the Mets as half the guys that are going to be putting on uniforms today. So they're spending money in the same quality by paying it to Bobby Bonilla as they are about half the guys that are actively on the Mets. Listen, I'm not saying that I take great pleasure and joy in the demise of the New York Mets, but that's exactly what I'm saying. I got asked earlier this week by the great Double D to check in on the Daily Tip, the BetQL Morning Show, and they said, Rob, what's going wrong with the Mets? And my response was, as a sports analyst who does this around the calendar, I feel like it's lazy when a sports analyst goes, hey, they're just not playing well. But if anybody wants to take a crack at something deeper than that for the New York Mets, you're welcome, because I got nothing. I can't even blame how bad they are on Buck Showalter. I know everybody wants to. It's all Buck's fault. Buck's got to go. But my man, when half your team is hitting 200, what's the man? You're a professional baseball player. Play better baseball. That's your job.
That I'm not rooting against the Angels. I want them to win, but they won't. But now I got a new thing here. I do no longer, even if the Angels fall out of it, which right now obviously not playing the best baseball and they're getting beat up and they're playing against the Arizona Diamondbacks right now, which is not good news if you're the Anaheim Angels of California, of Los Angeles, of whatever their name is this year. Shohei Ohtani's not going to get traded. And here's why. Shohei Ohtani is generating too much money for the Angels right now. Last night, that stadium was packed. They were down like 5-0 to the Arizona Diamondbacks in the 8th inning when he hit that home run. And that roar of the crowd when Ohtani hit that bomb sounded like a World Series game-winning home run. The pop came off the Anaheim Stadium when he hit that home run. That being said, this team is now losing ball games again. They have fallen down a little bit in their division. But I also want to point out that Shohei Ohtani, we still got another, week before the All-Star break, maybe a little bit longer. Shohei Ohtani has 30 home runs right now in the first half. Shohei Ohtani, if he continues this streak, is going after Aaron Judge's record from last season. If I'm the Angels, I can't ship him away, even though I'd be destroying our future. You got to keep the home run guy at your stadium so you can keep bringing a lot of people to the stadium and watch something outrageously heroic. Now, what I'm suggesting is he's going after the AL home run record. Now, is he going to do it? It's not likely. We've seen guys hit 30 home runs at the break before. We've seen Brady Anderson hit 31 home runs at the break before. He did not take down Roger Maris's record at the time, but he did have 30 at the break. Shohei Ohtani, however, that's not a knock on Brady Anderson. Brady Anderson was a very good player, but Shohei Ohtani is Shohei Ohtani. There is no world where I don't believe Shohei Ohtani can continue this streak and maybe go after Judge's record if he stays healthy out there. Even if he gets hurt on the mound, it doesn't matter. He can still swing the bat, and he is swinging the bat better than everyone in baseball at the moment. MVP doesn't even cover what Ohtani's doing. This might be the only player in player history, in Major League Baseball history, who will have a statue at his stadium before he's retired.
I'm going to start selfishly by saying I want Olsen and Acuna Jr., but that's me being selfish, so I'll give you...
I don't care about Olsen.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
Acuna Jr.,
hey, Rob, this isn't a Brave
Olsen,
show.
Yeah, dude.
It could be.
Doing?
But
it's not. We're not letting you turn it into it.
Relax. I'll fix it.
No.
I'm going to give you one. I don't even have to say his name. This is who I want.
Me too.
Give me Randy. Give me Randy Arozarena.
I want
because
Randy.
Not only am I getting a masher, but I'm getting a bleep-talking stud who's entertaining as hell. This event is made for Randy Arozarena, ladies and gentlemen.
So my question to you guys is, who are the official names in? We know we got Mookie Betts. We know we got Vladdy Jr. We know we got Julio. Who else is in this derby as of right now?
I just did a quick Google, and that's what all they have right now is Julio, Vladdy, and Mookie Betts. I don't think Pete Alonso hasn't done it yet, but he takes that way too seriously.
No. Pete Alonso needs to be in it. So there's the next thing. Pete Alonso has to be in this home run derby. So that would make it a fourth guy. Okay? Juan Soto won last year. He's got to be in it. That's going to make it a fifth guy. We need Shohei Ohtani. We need him. That's going to be the sixth guy. I want Ronald Acuna Jr. That's the seventh guy. I want Mike Trout. That's the eighth guy. Give it to me. Inject it in my veins. Give me this derby all day long. I will watch it nonstop. It's in the chat right there. Double D makes a good one. Kyle Schwarber, obviously a great choice. I would be willing to sub out one of my guys for a little Kyle Schwarber, but who's a name that we need in this derby? Because Nick Castellanos is also a guy that might have put himself in a spot to be in this derby this season.
I have one. I think I have one that's going to sweeten your tooth.
No, because you're gonna say Matt Mervis.
He's gonna say Matt Mervis.
Gonna punch you.
No, I'm not gonna say Matt Mervis. Not gonna say that. That'd be cool if he was.
Fine. All right, fine. What terrible Cub are you gonna say instead?
Wait. I'm gonna go full. I'm gonna go full Johnny Carson here. I'm gonna write it down, and then we're gonna see if I nailed it before he even says it. Hang on. Give me just a second. I'm going to go full Carmack on this. All right? Full Carmack. He doesn't know who Carmack is.
No, he has no idea.
All right, Mario.
He doesn't know who Johnny Carson is.
Sounds familiar. De La Cruz.
Oh.
Child. And I love the fact that he's somehow in a position of power here, or at least what he thinks is a position of power. Yeah, he's technically the producer, but he's probably the very lowest portion of the totem pole on this show, just beneath Rob Brown, myself, and I don't know, Rob's house cat maybe. But I will think this. The fact that he didn't know what a Brazilian – by the way, we've explained to him on this show more than once what a Brazilian wax is. I think he's just had like some sort of like mental blockage that he won't allow himself to hear it and take in the information. He finally Googled and saw what a Brazilian wax. He thought he was just getting like a little bit of wax in the front and sides, not aware that, hey, if we were to describe the nether areas as the Grand Canyon, you're going deep into the bottom trenches of the Grand Canyon to remove hair.
Can I? All right. I'm going to read you a sentence real quick that I just found on the GQ website because, again, I don't want Mario to not know what he's getting in here. So I Googled how would you describe a male Brazilian because I have not got one, full disclosure. And the sentence written here by Max Berlinger on GQ, this is, ladies and gentlemen, this is the height of male fashion, says, and I quote, "The worst part about getting a male Brazilian wax isn't the pain, which, if you must know, feels like a bolt of lightning traveling back and forth from your butthole to the back of your throat." End quote.
Dude.
That's a great description of it. Yeah, Mario, you're going to have great. Unless, of course, you can sit around and light some candles around your home and like a prayer circle for Matt Mervis to come back up from AAA and then, break every record in the second half of the season. If that happens, maybe he wins the Rookie of the Year. It could happen. But you know what we got to do? Oh, Mario, what do you got? What do you got, buddy?
I'm just saying, last thing before we move on from this terrible waxing thing is I'm still sitting by that I was like tricked into taking this bet and like I'm gonna do it and everything like that, like because I'm #team player. But like, I mean, if the Reds win the World Series, not win the World Series, I think the Reds win the World Series. One of you has to go down with me and do it.
What? No. The answer is
no. I don't know.
And by the way, can you no, go back. Also go back. How did we trick you? You suggested it.
I suggested that we each take a long shot and that whichever one hits, like if mine hit, then you get it, and then I got tricked into that. I got pushed in the corner, and I get pushed into the corner. I just say yes automatically. So that's just
baby got put in the corner.
I did. Mario.
Unlike your dad who left you in a trash can,
Yep.
I'm here to ask you the question, what lesson did you learn from this?
Dude, if you think I learned any lessons in life, you're just, come on. Like, if you think I've learned